student, in this lecture we are going to see environmental audit processing. In this, organization give rise to high risk, so they should have to conduct environmental audit once in 3 years. For example, there are some lists which are generated by the government authorities, means Ministry of Environment. Then in that, such organizations or such projects, whatever comes under the high risk, so they should have to conduct environmental audit once in a 3 year at least. Then if not do so, then the causes will be like a irreversible changes, means we could not reverse that project or the hazards caused to the surrounding environments, so we could not get back in the original state. So hence many whatever we called hereditary changes will be caused in such conditions, like we have seen in the example of air pollution. In case of methyl isocyanate gas, due to that gas, the changes we are still facing the waste which is created due to that Bhopal gas tragedy. So such changes which are directly affect on the gene level and they are hereditary, so such a adverse effect which is caused due to such a high risk companies, then if we ignore such a effects caused by that companies, and time to time environmental audit process will not take place, then the causes or harm caused to the surrounding environment is irreversible. And so here are examples of some activities with high environmental risk. For example, production of thermal energy, then processing of metal, then production of minerals, waste management, some radioactive substance management and processing of crude oil, then some agricultural production companies, so that also comes under the high risk, so they should have to conduct environmental audit process at least once in a 3 years. Otherwise the society and the biodiversity will affect badly due to this. The list of these some projects which comes under the high risk, it is mentioned in the EPA, means Environmental Protection Act, under the subsection 4. So such a list of companies are given there, and according to given suggestions that companies should have to do their environmental audit once in a 3 year at least. In the next point, let us see conduct of environmental audit. In the conduct of environmental audit, the cost of EVS audit shall be covered by the audit client. The audit client in this case means what? The organization or the project authority. The cost of EVS audit shall be covered by the audit client. Here the term audit clients means what? The concerned authority or the project owner or organization, that particular organization should have fulfilled the cost of that audit. Now we are going to turn towards the next topic, that is conduct of environmental audits. In this, the cost of EVS audit shall be covered by the audit client. Here the term audit clients refers to the owner of that particular organization or concerned authority of that particular project. So they should have to fulfill the cost which is required to obtain the environmental audit. Okay, then when the process of environmental audit is finished, Then what should have to done after that? So the report conducted by that particular what we can say, that particular auditor, main auditor, or that particular team. So the report conducted by the auditor, environmental auditor, that should have to submitted in writing form, and the conclusion also should have to submitted to that client, or means that organization. Then in case of mandatory audit client shall submit to the local government or EVS authority. In some case, as I mentioned in the first topic, is that environmental audit processing in EPA Act subsection 4, there is mentioned that there are some hazardous projects which are they should have to means mandatory to conduct the environmental audit process at least once in 3 years. So in such a projects, in such a projects, the mandatory audit, the audit client or the concerned organization shall submit to the local government or environmental authority, and after that the audit process is approved by that particular government or environmental authority, and hence the particular organization is permitted to conduct their regular activities, means project activities like this. So the question comes in your mind that who can conduct the environmental audit, means what is the criteria of being an environmental auditor. So right of environmental auditing, let us see. A natural person holding an audit certificate by a legal person, means a person who is whose qualification, the person must have fulfilled the qualification to do the process of environmental auditing, and such a person is appointed by the legal person as an environmental auditor or lead environmental auditor, and that person should have holding the certificate to conduct the environmental audit process. And after the appointing as a lead environmental auditor, that audit shall be conducted under the supervision of lead auditor, means that lead auditor can form the team of other auditors and experts in that, and with the help with the guidance of that lead auditor, that team will be going to conduct the environmental audit, and they form a framework of that for that organization, and such a report is submitted to the in written with the conclusion to the audit client, means that organization, and as I told you how the organization submit that particular report to the environmental to the local environmental authorities. Okay, thank you.